So here are some other legal bases of curriculum in the Philippines. Act Number 74. This law was enacted on January 21, 1901 by the Philippine Commission and provided establishment of the Department of Public Instruction headed by the General Superintendent. The archipelago was divided into school divisions and districts for effective management of the school system. English was made as medium of instruction in all levels of schooling. Optional religious instruction in all schools. Establishment of the trade school in Manila. A school of agriculture in Negros, a normal school in Manila. Philippine Normal School, however, was renamed Philippine Normal College or PNC by virtue of Republic Act Number 416 on June 18, 1949, and on December 26, 1999, the PNC was converted to Philippine Normal University as provided by the Republic Act Number 7168. Next act is the Act Number 2706. This was known as the Private School Law, enacted on March 10, 1917 by the Philippine Legislature, which made obligatory the recognition and inspection of private schools and colleges by the Secretary of Public Instruction so as to maintain a standard of efficiency in all private schools and colleges in the country. This law was amended by Commonwealth Act Number 180 passed on November 13, 1936, which provided that the Secretary of Public Instruction was vested with power to supervise, inspect, and regulate said regulate said schools and colleges in order to determine the efficiency of instruction given in the same, and all private schools come under the supervision of regulation of the Secretary of DPI, thus eliminating diploma mills and substandard schools. Next is the Commonwealth Act Number 1, amended by RA 9163, known as the National Defense Act, passed by the Philippine Assembly on December 21, 1935, which provided in Section 81 that preparatory military training shall be given with the youth in the elementary grade school at the age of 10 years and shall extend through the remainder of his schooling into college or post-secondary education. Next is the Commonwealth Act Number 80. This law created the Office of Adult Education on October 26, 1936, so as to eliminate illiteracy and give a vocational and citizenship training to adult citizens of the country. Next is Commonwealth Act Number 578, enacted on June 8, 1940, conferred the status of persons in authority upon the teachers, professors, and person charged with the supervision of public or duly recognized private schools, colleges, and universities. This act also provided a penalty of imprisonment ranging from 6 months and 1 day to 6 years and a fine ranging from 500 to 1,000 pesos upon any person found guilty of assault upon those teaching personnel. Next Commonwealth Act Number 586, repealed by RA 896. This is known as Education Act of 1940. It was approved on August 7, 1940 by the Philippine Assembly. The law provided for the following: reduction of 7-year elementary course to 6-year elementary course, like kindergarten, fixing the school entrance age to 7, national support of elementary education, compulsory attendance in the primary grades for all children who enroll in grade 1, introduction of double single session, one class in the morning and another in the afternoon, under one teacher to accommodate more children. Next Commonwealth Act is number 589. This law, approved on August 19, 1940, established a law ritual in all public and private elementary and secondary schools in the Philippines. The ritual consists of solemn and patriotic ceremonies that includes singing of a national anthem and patriotic pledges. So next Republic Act is the Republic Act number 139, repealed by RE 1847. Enacted on June 14, 1947, the Board of Textbooks. This law provided that all public schools must only use books that are approved by the board for a period of 6 years from the date of their adoptions. The private schools may use books of their choice, provided the Board of Textbooks has no objections with those books. Next is the Republic Act number 896, enacted on June 20, 1953, and known as the Elementary Education Act of 1953. It repealed Commonwealth Act 586 and provided for the following: restoration of grade 5 but never implemented due to lack of funds, abolition of the double single session, and return to the former practice of only one class under one teacher in the primary and three teachers to two classes or five teachers to three classes in the intermediate level, compulsory completion of the elementary grades, compulsory enrollment of children in the public schools upon attaining 7 years of age. The next Republic Act is the Republic Act number 1425. It was approved on June 12, 1956. It prescribed the inclusion in the curricula of all schools, both public and private. From elementary schools to the universities, the life, works, and writing of Jose Rizal, especially the Noli Me Tangere and the Filibusterismo. So here is the next Republic Act number 6655, known as the Free Public Secondary Education Act of 1988. It was approved on May 26, 1988 and provided for free public secondary education to all qualified citizens and promote quality education at all levels. No tuition or other fees shall be collected except fees related to membership in the school community such as ID, student organization, and the publication. Non-payment of these shall not hinder a student from enrollment or graduation. Nationalization of all public secondary schools. A student who fails a majority of these academic subjects for 2 consecutive years could no longer avail of their program. Next is the Republic Act number 1053, or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. The curriculum shall be learner-centered, inclusive, developmentally relevant, and appropriate. Learner-centered is an approach to education that puts the needs and interests of the students at the center of the teaching learning process. The curriculum shall be relevant, responsive, and research-based. It is based on learning theories, principles, sound research, and studies in teaching and learning dynamics. The curriculum shall be culture sensitive, which means that instruction must respect the cultural identities of the learners. The, the curriculum shall be contextualized and global, relevant, appropriate, and responsive. Curriculum will only become a reality if it puts a premium on the personal, biogeographical, and socio-cultural setting of the learners, taking into account the demands of the national and global community. The curriculum shall use pedagogical approaches that are constructivist, inquisitive, reflective, collaborative, differentiated, and integrative. Here is a feature of K-12 curriculum. The learner is at the center of the teaching learning process. Thus, the curriculum uses pedagogical approaches that are constructivist, inquiry-based, reflective, collaborative, differentiated, appropriate, relevant, and integrative. The curriculum, as articulated in terms of standards and competencies, and is seamless, research-based, and congested. It uses a spiral progression approach to ensure mastery of knowledge and skills after each level. Information and communication technology, or the ICT, has been integrated into the curriculum to equip learners with skills that will enable them to keep with the technological demands of our time. The next Republic Act is the Republic Act 1265, amended by RA 8491. This law was approved on June 11, 1955, and provided that a daily flag ceremony shall be compulsory in all educational institutions. This includes the singing of the national anthem. Here is the Republic Act number 4670, known as the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers. This was approved on June 18, 1966. To promote and improve the social and economic status of public school teachers, their living and working condition, their employment and career prospect, it also provide the following: recruitment qualifications for teachers, code of professional conduct for teachers, teaching hours, 6 hours of classroom teaching, maximum load, additional compensation 25% of the regular remuneration. Health and injury benefits through the GSIS, 1 year study leave, sabbatical leave. After 7 years of continuous teaching, the teacher should receive 60% of the monthly salary. One wage salary increase upon retirement basis computing the retirement fee. Freedom to form organization. Next is the Republic Act number 1079. It was approved on June 15, 1959, it provided that civil service eligibility shall be permanent and shall have no time limit. For overall discussion, the summary is the legal basis of education is a reminder for the teachers to be aware of their responsibility and be conscious of their words and actions to avoid hurting anybody and discriminate the students who only found a new hope to learn. It is interesting to discover that such law exists that protects both students and teachers and strengthen the school through telling the teachers to be always professional and responsible. Teacher has the right to correct the wrong, but overdoing it will cause no good to the health and attitude of the students. Such law is not a threat to the student teachers, but a solution to keep the school organized, protect and well-being of students, and most of all, emphasize the role of teachers as an educator of a future builder. Thank you so much for watching this video, and bye.